Welcome to Brancott.
How are you? Cheers. I'll wear yours, Jerry.
Yeah, no.
My dad sat there yesterday and said, well,
It is my pleasure to introduce you to our chief winemaker, Patrick Martinen, who would just like to share with you, very briefly, the special significance of the Brancott Estate vineyard that we see before you here tonight, and also of this special place that we're celebrating this evening. Patrick.
From a winemaking perspective, the opening of the Brancott Estate Heritage Centre is a fitting tribute to what I see as an amazing vineyard out here. There's a wonderful French word, terroir, and this single word captures everything about where a vine is grown. So the soil, the aspect, the climate, and also that human aspect, the decisions made in the vineyard and how to manage that vineyard. It is Turanga Waiwai. Literally translated, it means a place to stand. So Turanga Waiwai are places where we feel especially empowered and connected. They are our foundation, our place in the world, our home. And to us, Brancott Vineyard, home of the original Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc, is our Turanga Waiwai.
So good evening, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you all here to this I hope you agree, a spectacular building overlooking for what, for us, is an extremely proud site. Today I'm especially proud to be part of that foresight and pioneering spirit that led to the planting of this first vineyard, which is why we're celebrating tonight. And it's only fitting that the Brancott Estate Heritage Centre takes place here, honouring that location, and what for us was a very special moment, one which was to lead to New Zealand creating a wine style which is now celebrated right throughout the world. And to all of you, thank you for being part of this evening. It's a special event for us, it's a special moment for us, and my special appreciation to those who have travelled from abroad to be here with us tonight. And last but not least, to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister, I know you have a very pressing agenda, especially with developments in Tauranga, and my thanks to you for making your presence here tonight. In fact, I'd also like to take this opportunity to to actually acknowledge the Prime Minister and the government for their support of the wine industry. Last year they announced the most substantial support package in the wine industry in many years, and also the presence of the Rugby World Cup by putting New Zealand on the world stage and having wine alongside that presence has been great for our industry.
Good evening, everyone. Fabian, can I just firstly start by thanking you and the entire team at Pernod Ricard. I fondly remember being here in 2009, actually meeting Frank Jukic and hearing the story about how this area was selected by Brancott Estate to be the first place to grow Sauvignon Blanc. And what a remarkable turn that took the New Zealand wine industry and the success that we now know that variety of grapes has produced for our country. From New Zealand's point of view, I think wine is critically important. It's a very fast-growing industry for us, and it's absolutely true that the industry goes through cycles as it is at the moment, and that can be very difficult for wineries, and we need to do everything we can to take the pressure off them so that they can survive what is a somewhat volatile patch. But long-term, the outlook is extremely strong for the wine industry. And the power of that industry is not just that we can sell that product, but I think every day you put a bottle of New Zealand wine on the table of somebody who lives outside of New Zealand, you give them a reason to come down and learn about that story of the wine, to sample more of that wine in situ here in New Zealand, and to try different varieties and different brands. And I think that's a very powerful combination from our perspective. So we are very hopeful that New Zealand will continue to grow in that area. Certainly Sauvignon Blanc has been and continues to be the majority of the wine that we export, and obviously Pinot Noir is rapidly taking second place, but a very strong second place as well, and two great brands that are doing extremely well. So in my view, we're very well positioned to do extremely well, and we just need to continue to nurture this industry and make sure that it succeeds. So thank you for the opportunity to be here this evening. All the very best, enjoy the centre, and I look forward to seeing you, and of course testing some of the great wines, Patrick, in the hours ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask the Prime Minister and Fabian to please move out here and to lay a commemorative time capsule and also unveil a plaque to celebrate this evening. What we have in the capsule are some elements that capture our history and also capture this day and time. And there are some special things there, but there are a couple that I would like to touch on. One is a letter from the University of California, Davis, which is a letter reaffirming Frank Jukic's intuition that this piece of land out here was going to produce fantastic quality, world-class wine. And so that's going in that capsule. There are some photos of the original vineyard prior to planting. There are a number of other elements in there that just capture the essence of what it's about. Also, there are copies of today's editions of the local papers. So I'm hoping that in the future, there'll be many people who'll be here able to enjoy and reflect back on what took place here today. So if I may, Prime Minister.
What we're going to do is put in the hole. Queen's Bay.
It's been toasted. It's very nice juice.
Okay, fantastic. Tomorrow we'll vary the whole lot. Okay, great. Fantastic. Okay. So put it in the hole first?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. That's right. Fantastic. Well done.
And then we just need to uncover the plate.
Okay.
Like we did the other one.
There you go.
Take it in.
Well done. Congratulations. They'll rip it open.
Yeah, we'll rip it open. We'll cover it in possible.
Yeah, that's right. Never know when they come here.
So it's my great privilege to declare the Brancott Heritage Centre formally open. And if you do happen to have a glass, charge your glasses and drink to the success of the centre. Yes, absolutely. Great.
Jeff, Tim.
Hello, how are you? Great to see you.
I used to work.
Let's do the branding and the
Oh, thank you for saying that. We work on very closely together. So.
specs of the branding. So just all the
Creating light.
Yeah, it's great.
We're good.